The ruling party, the All Progressive Congress, defeated the People's Democratic Party in the 2015 presidential election that ushered in President Muhammadu Buhari. Before the election, which was the first that saw that the incumbent president losing to an opponent, APC leaders capitalized on many of the failures of the PDP-led government of ex-President Goodluck Jonathan. In their campaign promises, the APC declared that insecurity, poor economy, corruption, weak naira, amongst other nations' difficulties, would be successfully tackled if they won. It is almost 6 years that Buhari has been at the helm of the nation's affair, but the headaches it assured his administration would cure have worsened under his watch. There are few issues that Buhari and his APC condemned during Jonathan's government and have deteriorated under him. Insecurity. Unarguably, Nigeria's major problem at the moment is insecurity. During Jonathan's reign, Boko Haram terrorists were the main problem. They launched attacks against churches and public places, which they executed through suicide bombings, planting of explosive devices, and shootings. The height of it was the adoption of about 276 female students in Chibok, Borno State, on April 14, 2014. Buhari campaigned vigorously that the APC-led administration will crush terrorists when he assumed office. However, Boko Haram insurgents have remained audacious in their assaults. They never lacked the effrontery to attack governors' convoy and military bases, times on many occasions. Apart from Boko Haram, other criminals have been terrorizing the peace of the country. For instance, under Buhari's watch, killer Fulani herdsmen and bandits cannot be tamed by the security agencies. They even now negotiate with the government as adoptions and other atrocities they engage in threaten the sovereignty of the country. The country has experienced horrible incidents like the adoption of 110 Dapachi girls in Yobe State on February 19, 2018, 244 Kankara boys in Katsina State on December 11, 2020, 27 Kangara boys in Niger State, and 300 Jangebe girls in Zamfara State on February 17 and 26, respectively. The late Thursday night, March 11, gunmen attacked the Federal College Forestry Mechanization, AFACA, in the Igabi local government area of Kaduna State, kidnapping 39 students. Digging deep into the security lapses under President Buhari will reveal the killing of farmers by Fulani herders at Yewa local government of Ogun State, in which lives were lost, farmlands destroyed, women raped, and people displaced. The massacre of 76 rice farmers by Boko Haram in Zambari, Borno State on November 28, 2020 was among other callous attacks of criminals against the masses that the government could not hurdle. Kidnapping has now become rampant across the country and many roads are unsafe. Fuel subsidy. Buhari protested against the removal of fuel subsidy by Jonathan in 2012, which would have pushed up the price for fuel from 65 naira to 141 naira per litre. The demonstrations across the country compelled the then president to reverse the decision. Although, through Jonathan's administration, petrol was never sold at 100 naira per litre. Buhari promised to reduce premium motor spirit to 40 naira per litre, but he took Nigerians by surprise by increasing it to 145 naira in 2015. Recently, he announced the removal of fuel subsidy that he protested against in 2012. Presently, the fuel is sold officially at 162 naira. As an opposition figure and presidential candidate of the Congress of Progressive Change (CPC), aiming to get the PDP out of power in the 2011 election, Buhari said if anybody tells you he's subsidizing anything, he's a fraud. However, about 1 year into office as Nigeria's president, Buhari agreed to fuel subsidy removal, which was still not achieved. A report in 2019 by PricewaterhouseCoopers, PwC, a global accounting and consulting firm, said the Buhari government spent 1.2 trillion naira as subsidies on petrol consumption between 2015 and 2018. On the economy, under ex-president Goodluck Jonathan, the nation's economy was the largest and fastest growing in Africa, but Buhari pledged to establish a market-based economy. Buhari says such an economy will be run with a clear, definite regulatory framework and effective enforcement mechanism. He further assured that this would help Nigerian people to participate and engage in productive economic activities to renovate the economy. Now, according to a prominent non-partisan private sector organization, the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, NESG, the Buhari administration has plunged the nation's economy into rising inflation, contrasting GDP, unsustainable borrowing, the dwindling value of the naira, falling industrial capacity, utilization, and frightening unemployment figures. In the last 5 years, Nigeria's economy has been left with a prostrate and deficient economic condition. It can be said that the billions of nairas expended by the government supposedly to contain the economic shock as a result of the immediate aftermath of the pandemic has no significant result in alleviating the country's poverty status. For unemployment rate, Buhari in his campaign promised that he would create 3 million jobs yearly. At that time, during Jonathan's administration, precisely in the fourth quarter of 2014, the report put the total number of unemployed citizens at 4,672,444. Since Buhari took over the affairs of the nation, the unemployment indications has increased by 43% to 11,549,310. In the fourth quarter 2016, by 53% to 17,671,142. In the fourth quarter 2017, by 18.43% to 20,927,648 in the third quarter 2018, and by 10% to 23,187,389 in the fourth quarter of 2020. Bloomberg said unemployment in Africa's, the largest economy, surged to the second highest on a global list of countries monitored by Bloomberg. The jobless rate in Nigeria rose to 33.3% in the 3 months through December, according to a report published by the National Bureau of Statistics on its website. That's up to 27.1% in the second quarter of 2020, the last period for which the agency released labor force statistics. A third of the 69.7 million strong labor force in Africa's most populous nation either did nothing or worked for less than 20 hours a week, making them unemployed according to the Nigerian definition. Another 15.9 million worked less than 40 hours a week, making them unemployed. At a presidential rally at the APC at Dan Ayima Stadium, Owerri, Imo State, a few weeks to the 2015 general election, Buhari promised that he would ensure that the naira was equal to the dollar in value if voted into office. It is said that the value of the naira has dropped to more than 230 naira to $1. This does not speak well for the nation's economy, he said. Also, Buhari frowned on the Jonathan era of seeking medical trips abroad. He promised to place a ban on such medical tourism and also build a world-class healthcare system when in office. He said the country has been wasteful with such trips, thus vowed to put an end to it. Getting to office, Buhari himself embarked on such trip for long periods. In June 2016, President Buhari flew to London to be treated for an ear infection. Dr. Osahon Enabule, Vice President of the Commonwealth Medical Association, while condemning the act, said it was a national shame that Buhari went to the UK for treatment when Nigeria had more than 250 ear, nose, and throat specialists, as well as a national ear center. 2023 is coming, and again, campaign promises will be put out. I believe that this one will serve as a warning to Nigerians that when we are casting our vote, we know that politicians will always be politicians. We really don't know who to trust right now if it's PDP. Well, guys, let's hear your own take down below in the comment section. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.